Everybody, it's Kelly, and I'm back to do a live. And hopefully, tonight the internet is going to cooperate with me because it certainly did not do that. There we go. I think that's good. Certainly did not do that a couple of days ago. So I'll give everybody a couple minutes to sort of get on, and I know it's New Year's Day, but it is a Friday, and I'm not really doing anything. So it is it's snowing out again here, and it's not crazy. We had a pretty good snow on Wednesday, and then today it's pretty good as well, but not as much. I think on Wednesday I had about 5.5 inches, and or 4.5 inches. Today we'll probably get 2 or 3 at the most. So, which it's enough just to make things slippery. Anyway, so here is the photo that I'm going to scrapbook tonight. And this is a photo of my mom and me in our Christmas pajamas that my sister gave us, and she also has a matching pair. We happen to be together. She obviously was not there. And so I think it's a fun picture. We were trying them on because neither one of us thought that we would fit in them because they were really like a size lower than we thought we should be in, but they worked. So anyway, I got the Merry and Bright collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and this is my first Cocoa Vanilla Studio. I've not had any before. And so this is kind of fun that it's something new and different that I've never worked with them before. I've certainly seen other people do it, so that's cool. And then what I did is I bought it from My Little Scrapbook Store, which is an online scrapbook store on Facebook, and they do like packs. So you get, here's the paper pack. There was a special die cut and backing kit piece here. Here's the ephemera, the die cut pieces. There's flair that goes with it. Now, not all these came in. I don't know that all these came in the pack. I think I ordered a couple extras. This is the journaling cards here, and then gold stars, and then enamel dots. So maybe this did all come together in the pack, but anyway, so My Little Scrapbook Store is where this came from. And then up here, I have these corduroy pieces. These came in my Redefined Creative Advent calendar, and I think the colors go really, really well. I mean, definitely all these colors are in here, and maybe not the gold, but I've got gold stars, so I can make that all work. So I'm thinking it would be really cute to use this tonight, and I'm going to put this kind of aside, but I'm thinking I want to keep this piece. Hey, Moira. I want to keep this piece for myself. I just think it's beautiful. So I decided I'm going to use this tonight. This is the piece that I'll use. And now I have a die cut machine, but this Merry and Bright large die cut backing kit. There we go. Sorry if you don't like packaging because that wasn't pleasant. Oh, and it looks like, it looks like it was kind of stuck already. But anyway, I'm used to doing this, so I could, but they've done it all for you already. And I really like this sort of watercolor effect it is. So Happy New Year, Moira and Cynthia. And I just think this is a cute, it's a cute photo of us together to do, for this particular, kit. So I'm looking at that. That's kind of cute. I also have this one too. This pink one could work there too. As could the gold, really, if I wanted to. I didn't notice this when I was editing I didn't edit the photo when I just printed the photo. I actually was thinking I would use these two hearts because of the Christmas colors, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do something else there. And now that I look at it, there's a heart flare, so that would be fun. And the joy would be fun there. So, okay. And I think I'll do this so that it kind of sits out there so you get more of the tree, that we're only missing really that little piece right It's funny because there's 3 of them really close to each other there that look all the same. Okay, I thought I knew what I was going to do. I think that's close enough. We'll put it up there. All right, so first thing I need to do is get this on here. This is Lazy Scrapper. Lazy Scrapper, or for me, because I have a die cut machine. And I'm not going to worry about gluing everything down here. I just want to get a good kind of all over glue down here. Now, if you have a regular die cut, you'd probably want to be more careful about that because you want to get the pieces glued down here. Oh, and I meant to show you guys this at the beginning. Hold on a second. I have to grab something. It's sitting right here. I buried it. That's why I forgot. Ah. This is the hard part about these fine line bottles, is getting the little thing back in. Okay. I buried it under this paper. Do you know what that is? This is a completed December daily book. So I finished it today, which even though I was gone for 5 days where I didn't scrapbook, 5 days? Let me think. 4 days where I didn't scrapbook, I still finished it on time, which is today. So it's chunky, but I have had much chunkier books than this, because this sits, it opens up a little bit, but I've had them where they sit like this. So I am super excited about this, and just it feels so good to be done. And I haven't looked all the way back through it yet. That's something that I want to do tomorrow, because so I'll have a video tomorrow, I'll have a video on Sunday morning, and then on Sunday late morning or afternoon I'm going to do a live walkthrough of this, so keep your notifications on if you want to see this, and I'll walk through it. One of the things I like to do once I finish it is I like to go through and just see if I'm missing anything or want to add anything to it, that kind of a thing. So that's why I'm going to wait a couple of days to do that walkthrough. But it feels so good to have it complete time, and I didn't know if I was going to make it. You know, for a while there I was popping out 2 videos a day. So the other thing I have sitting here, I won't use this on this one because it's another tree, is this Redefined Creative kit is going to work perfectly with this as well. And look at that cute number, even works really, really well with it. I don't know if she did that on purpose. She may have. Anyway. All right, so now I have to look at something to back this photo with. And that pattern is a little much. I'm going to have to be careful because we're already very orange. I don't need to look any more orange than we already do. So actually I should be bringing these in here so you guys can see. Oh my gosh, these papers are just gorgeous. So there's the orange. That is, I'll just tell you what it is as long as I'm going like a haul. So Marion Bright Cocoa Vanilla Studio. That is the Joy to the World paper. Ooh, this is pretty. Wow. I have something I'm thinking might work with that. This is the Star Bright paper. Now we could do this one. Because that I think is nice. It's a nice foil. There's this tree paper. And the back side of this is Oh Christmas Tree. I like this, but I think it's a little strong around the photo. Yeah, this is my mom. Sorry, you guys. Yes, that's my mom. So if you look, I don't know if you can tell, but we look a lot alike, actually. Or I look like her. How about that? Oh, okay, this is funny. That is from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. There it is. So all of our numbers for our Advent kits came from these sheets of paper. Well, that is simply awesome. So anyway, this I kind of like too. Just as another, oh my gosh. Okay, I keep going through. There's one more beautiful paper than another. Look at this wreath. Oh my gosh. So If you're a person that doesn't have a die cut machine, this is a great collection because they've got this piece that I'm going to use, and then you could fussy cut this wreath. And you could do it on the inside or leave it as is, and definitely have the look of a die cut. Okay, there's that piece, which I won't use because we already have a piece. So that is Happy Holidays. I didn't tell you what the wreath paper was. I was so excited. This is cute. So these are like the cut aparts. And then there's a, this is the Oh What Fun paper. So Jingle Bells is on the back of that. This is a really pretty floral. And then a big stripe that's Jingle All the Way. It was nice to see my mom. I do have another picture that I really love of the two of us. We were outside at a a desert garden. So lots of cactus. That's just in the same city that she lives in. And we took a picnic lunch and had lunch there in a gazebo and read one day that I even love even more than this one. But I was feeling like I wanted the Christmas vibes. Okay, so I like that one too. I'm having a hard time choosing. This is what happens when you look at a collection the first time. And then this one is cute. So you could cut those words apart, or you could pop a picture on somewhere here. Oh, and then a wood grain. How could it be any more beautiful than that? All right. So those are all the pictures in Merry and Bright. Now Kelly needs to decide what she's going to do. So, okay, I like that. It is a lot of patterns surrounding us, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't do something like that. Or I could do a thicker border here and a thin border there of that. I'm actually liking that idea. And now you can't tell what this is, so I could actually turn this photo this way if I wanted to. I don't know that they look like Christmas trees if I'm doing just a thin border. My other option is this one, which I think I'm not going to like as much for a thin border. I actually like that combination of those two papers, and goodness knows I love all the pattern paper, so let's do that, right? Hey, Glenda, good to see you. Okay, so I was going to turn it, but the more, I didn't like the stems popping out there. Not that I couldn't change that, but okay. I was going to say, those are the numbers. I have all the numbers. I actually saved my numbers for my Advent kit. And I still have quite a few things to use from it. I always felt a little behind because we got them a little bit later. Thank you, U.S. Postal Service. Sorry, Rhonda. So Rhonda, who is a watches me all the time, is just the sweetest lady. Is a mail person, and they've had a heck of a lot of time this year, but our kits were a little bit late because of that. Oh, isn't that cool, Carol? So that is from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Merry and Bright collection, and it comes together so that you, if you don't have a die cut machine, can die cut. Just kind of looking to see, because I want some of the blue showing, I think. Yeah, I'm good. Sometimes I'll do this where I drop my patterns a little bit, because if I did it the other way, I wouldn't have seen any of the blue. So I'm not going to make it. So yeah, so this die cut, I've glued it down already, but it comes separate, and then you glue it on. And then the pieces are already printed on the paper. So that's awesome if you don't own a die cut machine. I have to turn my light down here because I can't see where my line is on my Caterpillar trimmer here. So lazy, lazy, lazy. So I hope you guys all had a really good Christmas. You got to spend some time with people you love. Okay, I definitely need some ink on that edge. See, now I'm not loving that space there, but that doesn't mean I can't cover it. So but we definitely need to ink these edges. So, hey, Deborah. No big deal. I just started not that long ago. Oh, and Glenda got the set too. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now, of course, now that I've had this, because this is my first Cocoa Vanilla Studio for you guys who are later, I'm going to have more, of course. I did just post to my Facebook page that, hey, wow, I haven't bought any craft supplies all year. Which, of course, made me laugh uproariously. Okay, I'm going to take a look at these cards back here just to see if there's anything. There's like a mirror break, because here's what's going to happen. If I put one of these cards on, it's probably going to have to go here, and it takes up too much of the tree. But I thought, oh, maybe I could do something where I cut something out or that kind of a thing. I'm glad I made you laugh, Cynthia. It made me laugh when I posted it, and it made a few people who know me well laugh as well. Okay, so I don't see anything in here that I think will work. There's plenty in the die cut pack, and then I have these pieces over here. I want to use a couple of those on this layout for sure. So I'm thinking about covering that. I actually like that right away. That flower cluster is huge, but it's pretty. Oh, this is neat, the sweet memories. Because there are sweet memories here. I still am thinking about what can I do. There's lots of pieces in here. This is the ephemera pack. That Santa is Darling. Oh, Cocoa Vanilla Studio, I can see I'm going to love you. And then I could do something like that where I added in another flower there. And there's hearts to punch out here. There's a little fun tab there. I was hoping I would get a tab that I could use for journaling, which that doesn't seem to work, but I do have that one paper with cut aparts on it. So let's go back there. And see what we could use here. So just trying to see, because that would work, this would work, this little sleigh would work. Going to try this little blue polka dot first and see what I think. And I'll put it up near that, where the Oh What Fun is right now. It's always hard to cut that first one. This feels a little big to me, but that's easily solved because you can just and I'm thinking maybe I was thinking hearts, but maybe it needs to be the stars. I like that little pink in that one. Let's see, we could add this gray one down in here somewhere, or gold as well. No, there's no other gold on here though, I have to remember that, but we could fix that because I was thinking I would like to put a star up. Oh, and I have my flare too. Although if I don't have the hearts on here, I think the heart flare makes a little bit less sense. But the joy would work. Okay, it's getting a little crowded up here. I need something up here, but it's a little crowded. So maybe this comes down here. Let's see. If I put this up here, I think that's the only... That's distracting me though. You guys, I so wanted to use these on this, but I don't know. Okay, there's this fun. There was an oh what fun on here as well too. That's more vertical. I think that's what's kind of not working for me. Because I think I need it to be vertical. Hey, Harmony. You missed it. I was telling jokes before. You're the one who's being funny. Okay, so then, okay, I like the oh what fun better there. I'm not loving these on this. Oh my goodness. I'm liking that a lot better, just like that. All right, well, there's these beautiful pieces that match this that I don't think I'm going to use. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if I can find a smaller flower because I think we need a smaller flower up in here too. And I think I'm doing the pale blue thing tonight. All right, I really like the way this is working. So I think it's time for me to glue. And this I'm using to cover that kind of trap space there. And then I get to wear a flower crown. Nothing wrong with that. I will have to come back and re-ink everything. Okay, and I have a very sassy ATG. Okay. So you guys, Rachel and I did a stash bash today. We put a stash bash up and I had totally forgotten to do it. I mean, I knew it was out there, but all of a sudden it dawned on me, wait, the first is, this was on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday. The first is on Friday. I guess on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be scrapbooking and doing stash bash, which is fine. I had all night to do it, so that was really lovely. And I thought, okay, well, this won't be too big of a deal, especially because I think the total video was only 22 minutes long, which is nothing for scrapbooking a layout. And then I went to edit it, and my editing program is not working. I couldn't do a voiceover because it got all garbled, and then it didn't track with the video. And then when I tried to just do the voiceover in real time, it still was bad. It came out okay, but oh my gosh, I had to keep shutting down the voiceover. So I'm not sure what that's going to mean about like voiceover for voiceover videos for a little bit. Now I have them done through the end of the month, so that's the good news. I just have to figure it out. I don't know what's going on. I updated my software program because they had an update come through and they said, oh, it'll fix all these buggy things. And yeah, it actually made it worse. And all the stuff that has worked in the past to fix, it's called a lag when your video is not matching up. The stuff I've always done before to fix lags is not working. So anyway, that was fun. That was a fun way to spend New Year's Eve. I said something to Rachel. I'm like, yeah, 2020. Just trying to make sure I appreciate the start to the new year. Okay, there we go. And then, oh, this is an interesting, and they've got a tiny little dot here. I'm going to grab my foam tape here. Jackie, I totally feel you. And it often, for me, it happens always at this time of year. I think part of that is, of course, that I'm so aware of it because I'm publishing a video pretty much every day. And then leading up to that time, I'm doing a lot of videos leading up to that to try to get, because I just don't have time to do a lot of regular scrapbooking. So, hey, does anybody want to guess at what my layout count ended up at for the year, by the way? I think I gave a hint as to how many, about where I thought I was going to land within the last week or so. So, guess. And that is single pages. So if I do a double page layout, it counts as 2. And I say I did X number of pages. That's a very good guess, Harmony. So Harmony has a pretty good guess. I should have told you guys that last year, I did 540 pages, I think. Okay. Nice, Harmony. So I landed at 720 pages for the year. So I think that's pretty good. And I think we talked about this. I was somewhere. I did 260 of those pages while I was off half of March, all of April, and half of May. So I got a pretty good start there. Oh, that was the 3. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I was pretty pleased with that. And then I read 70 books on top of that. So, and the book thing was interesting because the only thing I did during the pandemic were my pandemic time off, was that I, book-wise, is that I finished a book the week before I went back to work. So I did not read at all. So that's funny. He also typed about a gazillion sixes. Harmony's cat is commenting now. So anyway, yeah, I was super excited for both of those things, that I started reading, and man, and I'm still not going many places. In the last 2 weeks, I've gone almost nowhere except for work. Well, before I went to visit my mom. So anyway, so yeah, so those are the stats for the year. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to try to beat that. That just would be insane. I mean, if you think that, I don't know, if there's 40 pages a book, there's probably about between 40 and 50 pages. So let's call 50. I mean, that's a lot of scrapbook albums, if you think about it. And I don't scrap just for myself. I scrapbook for other people. So that does make a difference too. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to keep this flat. Oh, Harmony, I'm sorry. I hope it's the crud and not the other thing that starts with the C. I mean, not that I want you to be sick, but I was talking to my mom today, and I have a cousin whose wife is, they live in North Carolina, and she's in the hospital, and she's very, very ill with COVID. She has a complicating health history, so that makes it harder for her to fight something like that, but it's not so good. So that would not be great, because that would be the 3rd family member, and I don't want to, foretell her passing early, but it's not looking good. So anyway, this stuff needs to go away. And a spending freeze. Yeah, let's see, how did that spending freeze go? The spending freeze, oh yeah, that's a good idea, Harmony. To go back to things that are less serious. Okay, I don't know if I'm loving that. So the spending freeze held until April, when Rachel Reynolds, if you watch this, part of that's you. broke hers. And then Victoria Marie was being encouraging one day. And so, yeah, there were no spending freezes that occurred after that. And I did so great from September, beginning of September through March. I didn't buy anything. It was awesome. So, okay. That's awesome, Harmony. See, that's why I missed you before. She said Harmony says she's on a spending freeze between collections. Isn't that the truth? I think we can all relate to that. So I'm just kind of playing around here because the star is not actually in the same sort of angle. That's what I was looking for. I'm not loving that. So I'm just thinking, do I want to tuck a few in here? Or, so I'm done with my December daily, but I still have my basket here right next to me where it's going to remain for a while because I have not finished scrapbooking Christmas. And that won't be done for a while. Oh, here's what I'm looking for, I think. So I keep all my stuff out because that just makes it really easy when I want to scrapbook Christmas stuff because it's already here and I've just gone through the pieces. So these little stars are also from our Redefined Creative Kit, and I'm thinking maybe I can make these work. I don't mind this tucked in here. Like, I think I can make that work, but I'm going to play with this as well. And see if maybe I can use up some of these. So Karen asked how I keep track of them. She never remember. I wouldn't remember either, especially because my albums are not chronological. But what I do is I post layouts to both scrapbook.com and a cherry on top. And in my profile in both of those, I keep track. So that's how I do it. Is whenever I post a layout, I just post whatever my number is. Okay, so kind of liking that. Okay, this one I like a little bit better up there because, there we go, because the angles are the same. Okay, and I think I only have 4 of those silver stars. I don't think I have any more. So I will just have to go with an even number of stars. And the other thing I'm thinking about is, do I want to move this one a little bit? I feel like it's really star heavy up there. I almost want another one for here. And I don't, at one point I was thinking about buying those stars and I didn't. I bought something else instead. So I think that's what we're just going to deal with. All right, so I think that looks good. I think we'll leave them, unless I wanted to do this. Let's see. Or I could go back and do this again. Nope, this has to go there for sure. So anyway, so that's how I keep track. It makes it really easy. And this year, I just saw my niece and nephew. We're supposed to drive back to Kansas City today, but thank goodness they didn't start because they would have hit all sorts of very, very bad weather on the way. But I saw them yesterday when I gave my great nephew and great niece their Christmas presents, masked. And you know, I'm not quite sure what it is, but why do 2-year-olds look so cute in masks? They really do. Their faces are so little. But anyway, so they were supposed to go back today and then didn't because they would have hit all sorts of awful, awful weather on the way. So I was so glad that they didn't. But it was good to see them yesterday. Because I had traveled and I hadn't been tested yet, and they didn't travel anywhere other than here, but they've seen other people. We all wear our masks. I don't want to get in trouble with Dr. Fauci any more than I already am for flying on an airplane right now. Okay. All right. So there are the stars. And then I could add some enamel dots. Perhaps. These might be a little bit bright for this. Yeah, even that feels a little bit bright. Oops. Sorry guys, I moved the paper and I'm gonna run over it, and I don't want to do that. Okay. So I think this, even this pink, well, the pink isn't too bad. I may decide it's too much though, but we'll see. All right. I just want this one to come over here. Kind of switch where there we go. That's better. And one more thing from my advent calendar used. And then maybe not the big ones up here. This is nice because they have a variety. They have the emphasis is on the smaller ones with this collection. Okay, you get to see my hair. Oh, actually, maybe not. Eek, that was hard to get that on there. Okay, there we go with that one. And then here, so maybe there. Most of these are kind of far off. Okay, so my advent calendar is from a business called Redefined Creative that Christina, and you know, I think it's Sorge. Moira might know that better. Called Redefined Creative, and it's redefinedcreative.com, but creative is spelled with a K. It's Kreative because that's Christina's name starts with a K. I'm guessing that. Anyway, so it you just go to the website, or you can go to the website and buy things. So like, let me show you a couple of the things that I have that I bought when I placed an order for something. I have these denim stars, these denim hearts, and then I have cork hearts and stars here. But she has lots of different things, including paper as well. And Christina lives in Arizona. The reason I know that is we have talked about that because for my mom. So anyway, so she has a website all year long. You can buy from it all year long. I highly encourage it. She's got, you also, if you go onto Facebook and look for the Redefined Creative Facebook page, she does also do, what do I can't think because I'm reading Carrie's question mark. So let me finish that and I'll say what. Anyway, she does videos on Facebook as well. So that's kind of cool as well. So you can see that and do that. But on November 1st of every year on her website, she puts something out that says that the advent calendar is ready, and then you can go order it. So let me stop there, and let's say Carrie is asking if anybody else is watching on a Kindle Fire and asking if she can comment, if any of you can comment, because she's not able to do that. She has to go to her phone. So if anybody's watching on a Kindle Fire, let us know that. So yeah, and I don't have a Kindle Fire, so I can't help there either. So then you get this advent calendar, and every day there's something in it. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's bags and envelopes. So let me show you guys some, because I had it last year as well too. So I can show you a little bit of what we did. I don't think I have any. So these were from, this is from this year. These are the bags. This bag I love was from this year. These were from last year. So I used a lot of those bags, or you saw me use them in my December daily. And then Christina always has a number on them, and every day you can open one up if that's what you choose to do. I guess you could open them all together. And then some people post things about what their kid is like. I took a picture of mine and Instagrammed it every day. Sometimes it is scrapbooking stuff. Sometimes we played bingo with a bingo card one day. I'm trying to remember all the different things. Let me show you this. This is really cute. I haven't put this together, and then I'll grab my December daily because I did something there. So this was what came in day number 22, and you can put this little tree piece together here. And then what Christina did is she took this and broke it into pieces, and that was the stump of the tree. So just all sorts of really cool things like that. And it's just a way to connect and have fun. This was one of the pieces from my kit that I have not used yet. I haven't used that up. One of the big things that we did this year, and I can show you a couple of the pieces. Oh, I can show you a couple of things, as a matter of fact. So I do have, she had cut files in them, so that was really neat. I'm going to bring this back because we need to talk about the layout, right? So here's like a North Pole stamp cancellation, right? So that she cut in black and white this year. This is really cute. This cup piece. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here, but oh my gosh, I want to do something fun there. I have one sugar cookie left. Maybe I'll have to have a cup of tea in that sugar cookie tomorrow just so I can use this, because, you know, we take photos that way, right? Okay, so there's two of them that I haven't used yet, but I will, because again, I haven't started my main Christmas scrapbooking. And if you think that cut file is adorable, I have to show you two of the things. And I talked about this when I did this, but so this globe was in our kit one day. And then it just came with the cut file, and then you put together whatever you wanted to. And Christina did a video about this that day. So, I mean, that's really cute. And she gave us like the acetate and the snow that went inside. You put the paper. She gave us a little piece of paper that would work for like the tree and that kind of stuff. But I had a theme that I wanted to go with this page, so I used my own paper. So that's one of them. And then I have to find him because he's so darn cute. The gnome that I used in here came from there. I don't remember what day he was on. This bag is from last year. This heart came from this year. These little stickers were this year. So, yeah, that is funny. I like a random cat photo. I'm trying to find the gnome because he's so darling. Oh, here he is. Okay. So then we also got this gnome guy too, and again we backed it. So this time there were a few cut files in here. I know there were last year, because actually last year she sent us all these little mini cut files, and I have a couple of them left. Like I have a reindeer, a tree, and a candy cane that I just haven't used, that I need to get used up. There was a Polar Express, like there's this cute little Polar Express piece, and my grandkids, one of them is completely hooked on the Polar Express. And back to taking pictures, they were having a movie night or movie day on Christmas Eve, and they were going to cap it off with watching Polar Express for M2. And I said to my daughter-in-law, please take a picture because I have the perfect embellishment. So of course she did, and it was cute, you know, because we can talk about the watching papers. Yeah, isn't that cool? And Harmony, I think you can buy, if you go to Redefine Creative, you can buy cut files from her. So that's kind of a cool way to do it. So every day there's a surprise, and then there's usually little chocolates sprinkled throughout. This is another one, and this oh, you guys are getting a preview of day 32 here. So it's a I can't even think what this thing is, and I have one on my Christmas tree. So, anyway, so this has all little Christmas, my favorite Christmas movies in it, and that she cut this as well too. So that's in the book. No, that's okay. That's fine. I don't mind. I wouldn't show it to you if I thought that it was that big of a deal. But you guys, because you're here tonight, got a preview. So this is day 32. That's actually, this is part of what came up, what goes up tomorrow. But anyway, so there's that, and then I just backed it there. And I think, oh, and then this was day 25. So, oh, Moira, that's awesome. So Moira doesn't have a cutting machine, so she does get her pre-cut one. And Christina does, she uses cut files really well. So they're really, really cute, the ones that she chooses. And she started cutting them in black as well as white. So then here, this wood veneer came from the last day, from day 25. So that's kind of a, just a little fun preview, and it's different every year. I definitely had a lot of this kind of stuff sprinkled throughout my December daily last year as well, but it's just a nice way to celebrate the season. And one of the cool parts about it this year was that, it was such a hard year, and then every day during the Christmas, leading up to Christmas, that I had something fun to look forward to. And Harmony just made a comment that she was really impressed with the Bella Boulevard pre-cut files. So, oh, that's cool. Cynthia has signed up for her emails. So what Christina does, you guys, that's really cool, is she curates kits for you. So you literally can, when you go to that website, you can ask to be a member of her kit club, and then she asks you a bunch of questions, asks about, like, what your favorite lines are, things you like and don't like, and then you can get a curated kit, and you kind of determine when that's going to be. So you can get one monthly or quarterly or every other month. I think you can contact her and say, I'd like to get a kit, that kind of thing, and she'll do that for you. So it's really kind of a cool way to look at. It's really cool to look at that thing. So it is Redefine Creative. Let me write this out so you guys can see it. I probably could have chosen to do that on something that was a little flatter. But so it is, you don't have to do a capital, I don't think. And make sure you spell it with a K. So it's just redefinedcreative.com. So, all right, so just with the K. And then just tell Christina you sent me, because, it'd be nice for her to know that I'm actually talking about it and that you guys got to see it. But so the regular kits during the year are very cool. The advent calendar is wonderful. It goes up on Facebook. I think it's November 1st every year. I know it was last year, and I know it was the year before, and I think this is the third year she's done it, because I don't know that I saw Laura Alberts use it the year before I got mine. So anyway, you know why my writing is so good? Two things. I'm a Catholic schoolgirl, and I was an interior design major, so I had to have very good penmanship. So, Myra said, yep, that is the third one. So it's just really sweet. It's a fun little treasure trove of things. And it doesn't, I don't want to like misrepresent. You don't necessarily get scrapbooking supplies, things to scrapbook every day, but I would say most days it's something that you'll be able to use to scrapbook with. So it's kind of just a fun little treasure. Okay. So back to what I was doing, but I just think it's neat, and I like to support people who, Christina's a small business, so that's cool. Oh, I'm so glad I got you watching Victoria Marie. She's definitely one of my favorites too, and I've been following her since before she actually had the Victoria Marie website, before she even had a Facebook group, because she used to be on Nicole Jones 911. And then she said, I'm going to go do this thing on my own. And yowza, it just took off. So anyway, that's a couple of my Favorites ones. Oh, Dottie, welcome. I've been doing a live most Friday nights lately since a lot of us are staying home, including me. And I warn you when I'm not going to. So anyway, so this is the first layout that I'm doing. And I think I'll do another one. It's only 8 o'clock, right? I don't have to be anywhere. Hopefully Moira doesn't have to work tomorrow. And hopefully Harmony doesn't have to work tomorrow, especially since she's not feeling so good. So anyway, so this, again, if you guys are joining me late, this is Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and it's the Merry and Bright collection. And this background paper and this die cut are actually one piece. It is called the Large Die Cut and Backing Kit. And this paper behind, where you see the different paper, is actually printed on it, and you just pop this on. So for those of you who don't have a die cut machine, that's a cool solution. We talked about Redefine Creative with a K, because Christina can cut you cut files, and then Bella Boulevard, I'd forgotten about that, sells pre-cut cut files as well too. So there's layout number 1, and I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love it. So, and I just realized I don't have a title on here, and I'm not even going to worry about it, because I love this too much as it is. I like that picture of my mom and me to begin with, and it just got cuter because of the layout. So the other thing I did is I printed 2 photos of me last night. I ended up having to work on New Year's Eve, which I don't usually do, but I had to cancel my clients in the morning to keep us safe, because the snow was really bad in the morning. So I transferred everybody to yesterday morning. It was only 3 clients, but normally I'm running a 5K on New Year's Eve morning. But I haven't run any 5Ks since February. Okay, so this is me and my shenanigans yesterday. So one of my friends was posted a picture of their cheese board and wine, and so I happened to be watching the news, and I just took a picture of that in the background with my glass of wine, and then here I am scrapbooking later with my glass of wine. Imagine that, right? And I have a glass of wine right next to me right now. So if you have one too, have a little drink. Oh yes, and cheese. I had Chinese for dinner tonight. I actually ate before. Sometimes I eat after. That's after we do this. That's not good. Okay. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do both of these photos or just this one. I can do this one later. But I was thinking, when I saw this, I love this paper, and it would really work really well with that. It's always really hard. This photo is so dark. It's always really hard to scrapbook these 2 orientation photos. And I could, oh, you can see here's Lucy the cat in the background. I'm just going to play a little bit with color here. We have dots. Oh, I've got to use this for something really lovely. I like that. Oh, and I have this one too. And then we have this. So I've got, I can make something out of this, right? If I can't, I don't know what I'm doing here, actually. The way I said that. Okay, I'm looking at how the orientation of these photos is going. So we could do this and that, and I think I like this lighter. Yeah, that's Lucy. Linus was over here sleeping in a chair, which he does frequently. Actually, kind of like that snuck in behind somewhere too. All right, so this collection is so new, I don't even have it in a page keeper yet. And I'm just looking, and maybe I can use, I have some stars here from last year and this year both. So this is the countdown paper. This is the one with all the numbers on the back. I am so glad I bought this collection. It's so pretty. Because I needed more Christmas paper. In case you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic. All right. I'm going to take the border strip off of this one. That's the Jingle All the Way paper because I think, yeah. This is the one with the flowers on the back. And I did not do a good job of cutting the border strip off. Okay. So I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to have it coming out. Maybe just maybe like that, where I do a little edge of it. And this paper is all screaming to be inked to me. Okay, definitely. So we're going to ink. Christmas paper isn't it? Yes, Harmony, Christmas paper is necessary. We should talk about at least 3 folders of Christmas paper I have behind me right now. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. Dottie is asking if the Christmas, this stripe is the same as the peach. So the stripe is really the same as this pink and this this darker kind of pinky red, and then this light pink, and then here's the peach. So that brings up a really good kind of comment about when you're coordinating patterns. So the way I had this laying, you guys could not see that other star. The star paper is going to bring this all together. But yeah, you're right. That could have looked really awful. Or genius. Depending. I'll tell, if you want to watch somebody coordinate things that you can't believe how they're going to go together, watch Shamel, because some days she puts patterns together and colors, and I'm thinking, how is that even going to work? And she makes it work. So I tend to do something like what I'm doing here, where I've got a multicolored pattern, and that's what's going to bring all the other colors together. Shamel is magical. She really is. Ooh, I had a great conversation. So I think it's Shamel and Victoria Marie who are doing this. I've been to Disney a number of times. I think three times maybe. Might be, let me think. I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4 times in my lifetime. And considering it, well, I guess Disney was around when I was like 9 or so. But I've been itching to go, and I think it's all Shamel and Victoria Marie who are doing it. And so I don't know. I was joking with my stepkids a couple years ago, because my daughter-in-law was wanting to start to run again, and then she got pregnant with, I think, M number 3, and didn't, because then M number 4 followed not too far behind. But I said, if after I ran my half marathon, that's when it was last year, I guess, I said the only way I'd run another half marathon is if I could do a mini half, which I think would be fantastic and cool. But, who knows what the chances of that actually happening are. And I don't know, I don't know if it was Christmas or what, but I was texting with my daughter-in-law about, oh, I know what it was. I was in the airport and I saw a family with 4 kids. And I texted her and said, I just saw a family with 4 kids. I thought of you guys. And, you know, they were really well organized and all that kind of thing. And she said, we're thinking of going to Disney either in 2021 or 2022, probably 2022. Are you game? And I said, absolutely. So not only would I get to go to Disney, but I'd get to go to Disney with children, which makes it even better. So you know, that's a ways away, because gosh knows, we've all learned, right, that our lives can turn on a dime. But I think that would be really cool. All right. So one of the things that I'm not liking is I think this is too wide, this peach paper, because I want to be able to see the progression of the stars getting smaller. So I'm going to trim some more off of this border here. But I also don't want to trim too much because I don't want it to be the same as the green. And I have a feeling that I have a paper here crooked because things are not laying straight, I don't think. They definitely aren't. Okay. Somebody's crooked here. Oh, Harmony. I hope you get there one day. It's magical as long as you're okay with crowds and that kind of stuff. It's just a really cool, well done place. So I want that border to be a little bit thicker. Okay, that looks straighter to me now. I don't know what was wrong there, but something was definitely wrong. Now the hard part is, of course, I have to do this on all 4 sides. And I'm not measuring, I'm just gonna try to get it sort of even, sort of the same. Let's see, can I see it yet? A little bit more off that one side. This is very exciting for you guys to watch this. I guess I could bring my platform and my trimmer over, but it's big. This is a huge trimmer. All right, one more cut and I think I've got it. Okay, there we go. I like that better because now you can see how the stars are thicker down here and then they go up. Oh, yeah, that's part of my thing too, is I think I want to go to Harry Potter World. And I've got to get one of the kids reading Harry Potter, though. They're kind of young for it yet. M number 1 is going to be 8 in 5 days. I can't believe that child is that old. But anyway, maybe I can get him to start reading that that would be actually about the right age, between now and then, at least to start with the original books. If he was at my house, I'd be reading to him every day. Just to get him to go. I know, that's awful. I know. Huh, maybe I could read it to him every day, or a couple days a week. We have messenger account. I have a kid's messenger account just because he, during the pandemic, he would call me and then we'd play silly games and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so I like that so far. Then, so I don't know if that now makes any sense to you, Daddy. That if you can see it now, but this star and this are the same, but I totally can understand why that would have looked really bizarre. So I'm just going to see if like any of these stars will work. And maybe it would be this one if it was going to be any of them. I actually think I liked it up here a little bit better. There's a little, this is a gift tag. Now, maybe this is where I should be trying to put these. So for those of you who came in a little bit later on my last layout, I said I'm going to use some of these pieces, some of these felt pieces on my layout, and then I didn't. Okay, so far so good. I think this gold makes a little bit more sense because I've got gold here. And then I do have these gold stars if I want to add them in to make it make even more sense. And then let's see. So this is New Year's Eve, and I'm not being very good about planning my journaling tonight. So maybe it could go up here though. Oh, here, I'm going to grab this Christmas tree one here. Everything was really white. Okay. Yes, that whole full screen sometimes, it's hard to tell. I'm always happy to answer questions, though. That's part of why I'm here, right? Heck, we have Cynthia inking, right, Cynthia? If she's still here anyway. Okay, now that just got harder. I'm going to cover those trees with that. Actually, if I do it this way, then the banner end goes that way, and that can go in there. Okay, so that's what I'll do for just a little bit of journaling. And we'll pop this up here, and maybe, okay, here goes that. What do I put these on with? Ooh, the ATG actually works pretty well. That's going to get smushed in the page protector a little bit. And I'm okay with this gray, even though, well, I guess there's gray right here too, but I'm wearing gray here. This guy needs something from the die cut pack because each of the other stars has some paper with it. It's kind of fun to be pulling pieces in from just another kit that, you know, these don't really go together per se. ATG is doing a really nice job. I also could take that and put that up there. So there's a Christmas countdown piece. This is very Christmas driven, obviously, and this is not a Christmas layout per se, but oh, and I'm liking that word tonight for some reason. Christmas magic and December. I guess this was still December. And see if I can get this to work over here. Okay, not a fan of that. Let's see, there's a bell. Okay, there's this Sweet Memories piece, which I was going to put on the other one, but that'll blend into that. I could do Happy Holidays, which is this piece here. There's another one here. What does this one say? This one says Joy to the World. Okay, we're going to do Happy Holidays over here, because that's part of the holidays. Okay, now over here, that looks like the stars flying. just looking to see if there's anything in the cut-up parts that would work here too. There is a joy. Not wild about it though. Here's a couple flowers without leaves. I think that might work a little bit better. Oh, and maybe a third flower over here to pull in that. And then maybe I can tuck another one up in there somewhere, because I feel like I need a little bit of green or the tealy color up here. Yeah, that's good. And I'm actually going to cut this in about half here. I think I just put that Happy Holidays down without inking it, so that will come back up. There. This then just gets a little, it gets a different shape up here too, because that was all stars, so I think that's good. I'm still thinking about this cluster down here. I like that Christmas, the little Christmas magic ticket there, but it's not Christmas. But it is my layout, and I can pretend if I want to, right? Yeah, because I like that color. I don't, well, it's not, definitely not Christmas Countdown. What I'm doing too is I'm kind of playing with the join there of the papers. I think the thing is there's a lot of round there. Let's see, I'm just thinking about like color. I'd like that green in here maybe, although that, well, that green isn't anywhere else. It's the tealy color that I'm missing down here actually. And I can always, if I ever do this and I don't, you know, like that, you can always cut the leaf off, right? Because that could just get hidden underneath the star here. It's a little too floral. That's what my problem is with that one. Let's see, and I think the green pattern in here is that gingham. Because what I'm thinking about doing is grabbing a star punch and punching a star out of it. Oops. That's what I think I'm going to do. I will be right back, you guys. I just have to grab my big star punch. It's not, but I have to run to the other side of my stuff. These are one of those things that you don't use them all the time, but they're really nice to have because they're great for making embellishments. Okay, so star punch. And now I think I can use the gold star that I don't see anywhere. Oh no. Okay, well, I don't see where it's gone. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It was on the photograph. When all else fails, by the way, dump your photograph. Okay, so we have to be careful because the cat's there. We don't want to lose the cat. And then maybe to get another flower and to pull in this like a dark color. maybe that down there. Oh my goodness, I'm being indecisive. No, I don't want to lose the cat. I would have willingly given her up this morning, though, about 5, when she was waking her poor owner up. Just toying to see if, yeah, I think it needs to be an actual flower. Maybe I should go back to this one. And what I could do is put that back up. You lose it if it's over here. Now I'm going, maybe I don't like that big star. Maybe I need my medium star. I don't think I have a medium star. I'll be right back. The star's too big. When I was over here, I thought I should just bring them both in case I need the other one. But I did not think about that. Actually, I have a little star. Ooh, I think it's too small. I'll be right back, you guys. Yeah, this is too small. I need something in between. Like this is too small. It's more like I need this size. I know how to fix this. Okay. Oh. Yeah, cats don't really care if you're sick. Oops. So I'm just going to trace this on the back and cut it. Okay, close enough. But I'm going to try to keep a point in it. Might be a little wonky, but that's okay. Is that, what is that, necessity? Oh my goodness, is the mother of invention. Okay, it's a little wonky, but it's not too bad. I like that size better. It's a little bit bigger than the gold one, but not too big. There was a reason I brought that out to show you guys. Okay, now I think we have it. Yeah. This definitely needs to be inked. I also think dog, yeah, that is so true that oh no. So Moira just said there's that dogs have owners but cats have staff, and that is so true. Moira would know. She also has a very famous cat. And then Harmony's saying that her cat Binks keeps pawing at her face to get up. Yeah, they like to do that, don't they? Lucy was down here last night. She was not happy with me when I was scrapbooking and came down and was pawing at me. And I had just spent like hours and hours with them. I got up and she figured, nope. I am her staff, and I was to be, I don't know, whatever, waiting on them. Okay, now I'm toying with, do I use this one under here somewhere, but not obviously this part. I feel like that other darker flower, as much as I like that, is the same shape as the stars, but that's the only one. So the other ones weren't working for me. So let's just put this on. I'll be done with this cluster. This is where the whole glue and go thing needs to, I need to be reminded of that. Okay, so there's that, and then I have this one up here, which is actually already down But now that I've added all the floral stuff down here, I think I need one up here as well. And color-wise, I don't have green. I have the blue, and I don't have pink up. Well, I have that. I have the other pink up here. It's going to be too much, though. Stars and flowers, who knew? Not liking that. I might need to just leave that. Now, I don't have, here is one thing though. Oh, that's funny, Kristen. The red of this, yeah, my cat, I don't know. I've never had to use one on Linus. Lucy used to get it because she would chew on blind cords. She's a sassy girl. I haven't had to do that with her in a while, though. She hasn't had any really bad habits. Just thinking what I'm going to do here is just add this in to get a little color, and then everything's a little bit different. And I did see, now that I think about it, there were clusters of berries. So maybe, or is that a little too weird? Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, well, I do have blinds now, but she doesn't chew on them. So here's the actual story about why she was doing that. When I was married, my two cats were actually my husband's, but Lucy loved him, and he was definitely her cat. And so I'm laughing because Kristen is talking about vacuums, that vacuum sightings will subdue cats. Yes, they will, except for Linus, who is afraid of everything but the vacuum. He doesn't mind the vacuum at all. Anyway, so she was his cat, and she was so jealous of me. So she wouldn't do this when he was around, but she would when I was around. She would gnaw on the blinds because she knew she wasn't supposed to. She was so naughty. And so then I would get the spray bottle out. Because I didn't want her to hurt herself, really seriously. But she was also being naughty. Okay, I have to see what... Okay, guys, I'm going to flip this way so I can really see. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that off because I'll have stuff up there when I journal. So that looks good. Oh, and I probably need some sort of title, right? And I'm thinking gold. And if I was more daring, what I would do is mist here in gold and mist here and mist there in gold. And I definitely am not doing that on camera because I have a misting bottle that I could get some more gold in here. And I might get a little bit daring when I'm done and actually do that. Kind of looking to see what I have for letters. Ooh. So I was thinking these, but I don't have all the letters. But hold on. I have a stash of things. There we go. I thought I had a second alpha of that. And I just took out a Christmas card that fell behind my desk that will not be coming out until I move this year. Because I have really heavy file cabinets. Okay, so this is the Picnic Alpha. I don't have any idea what collection this went with. All right, so we have established cats do not like spray bottles. I'm going to be really imaginative and call this New Year's Eve. do know on this alpha the glue doesn't like to sweat. And then when I'm done, you guys, I will go back. I always, with chipboard thickers, I always I can't think because I'm reading the comments, sorry. Always glue them down because they will come up. I don't like finding chipboard at the bottom of my albums, especially since I give my albums away. You know, probably 2/3 of the scrapbooking I do, I don't keep. So they end up with my my nephew and his family. Now I'll have my other nephew's son because I'm going to do his baby album this year. And then, of course, my grandkids. New Year's and Eve. We're sacrificing E's here. I was going to say, do I have 3s? I do. Okay, there's so many. I know, there's so many E's here that I'd have to use up. I'm going to use 3s. Because when I can use a number, I'm using a number. There we go. Oh, and I need an apostrophe too, don't I? I think they have them here. Yep, they do. Dottie, you and I were thinking alike. Because as I put it down, I'm like, wait, I need my apostrophe. Okay, and then we just need Eve with more 3s. There we go. And a V. Okay. I think that's good. Now the question is, that's what happens when you're working with, okay, I'm also laughing at so the question mark is because I was working with the apostrophe, but I love Dottie's comment there about how the New Year's Eve is a very inconsiderate phrase because there's so darn many E's. That's why we have 3s though, you guys. Okay, so that looks pretty good. This is looking like there's not enough there yet, but I think what I'll do is I'll add some enamel dots, and I'm thinking I want them in like a darker pink. That's a little red, like almost a pinky red, which may be in my, that's definitely red. I was going to say it might be in my kit, but maybe not. Nope, just red in there. Okay. That's the color I was thinking, I think. I know there used to be a My Mind's Eye collection with that color and a green in it. This isn't the right green either. There's hearts in that. There's hearts from Bella Boulevard that I have in that green. The other thing that I haven't seen lately that I probably really, quote, need is some gold enamel dots, because I don't think I have any, honestly. These are all really bright compared to, oh, look at what I found. This is the sheet I was thinking of. That's actually Alison Kreft. And it's stars, you guys. There's, let's see. Look at that. Those colors are like perfect. so I just have to decide because I have 3 clusters. Do I want to put, like here, I could pop in that green and then maybe a star. And then green. I don't know whether this is good or bad. I haven't decided yet. Oh, this one needs a star yet. Okay, then oh, that was Harmony who said it was such a Harmony. I missed that. You were the one who said it was such an inconsiderate phrase. Yes, E's are very precious. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at, I'm going to put this bigger one up here and then bring the smaller one down here so that I have 3 in each spot. You knew what you said. I'm laughing because obviously it's easy to get distracted when you're doing this. Okay, so that, I don't mind that that one gets a little bit hidden there. I think that's okay. Look at that. Wow. I mean, those colors are perfect. Except they have triangles. What do you do with triangles? I'm going to actually pop this in with this set. When I get a new collection like this, I keep it out for a little bit so that I use it. And obviously it's Christmas scrapbooking right now, so that's actually a good thing. All right, so I think that's good. I feel like there's a little bit of a, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on in this, but I think it's okay. I think it worked out okay. Oh, that's what that is. That's a piece of the star. Okay. That's okay. That's okay, Daddy. You were the one who had the thought that I did about missing that apostrophe. So, all right. So there's the layout. I finished. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love this paper. The other thing about the weight of this paper, it's awesome. It's not quite as thick as Cartabella, but it's approaching it. And it has a little bit of a shiny surface. It's not shiny, but it's a smooth surface. So it's not like Echo Park does lines where they're like a kit and it's shiny, the paper shiny. That's not it, but this is smooth. It's got a little bit of a different finish than a regular cardstock paper, pattern paper would. So it's really cool, but it's thick. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff on this and it's really standing up to this. So that's the first one. That is, or no, that's really the second one, the one I just finished. It's delicious. Yes, Cocoa Vanilla Studio is very delicious paper, most definitely. And I'm so excited, I used 3 of those stars that I wanted to use for my Redefine Creative kit. And then I actually am excited about using that because that was also from the kit too. And I wanted to use that on something this year just because I like it. So I want to get it on a page. All right, so I have a little bit of room for journaling there and just a little bit of room for that. So here are the 2 layouts that I finished tonight. And oh my gosh, these papers are delicious. They're just really, really gorgeous. So schedule for the weekend for me is, you will see me, there'll be 2 videos tomorrow. I'll have a December daily and then just a regular video. And then on Sunday, I'll have the last December daily video, which you guys got a little bit of a preview of what some of that's going to be. And then also at some point late in the morning or in the afternoon, I will go live walkthrough of my December daily album, actually. So I'm going to probably now take a little bit of time to look at it and see what's going on. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. But thank you. I think I said this before Christmas too. But thanks for hanging out with me this year. It's been a pretty tough year for all of us in different ways. I keep telling people nobody has a great nobody has a great situation. Everybody's got their stuff that's hard right now. But just thanks, because you guys have brought lots of joy into my life this year. So thanks. Thank you, Deborah, and thanks, Harmony, for the pretties. So it warms my heart that I was talking to my mom about this, because my mom now has a smart TV. So I got her on YouTube. So I said, oh, watch this. And I put her on my channel. And I said, well, for you, this is going to be like watching paint dry. But if you're missing me, you'll be able to hear my voice, and describe that. And I said, so, we don't have to watch this. And she's like, no. So she watched a video, which was with me, which was kind of fun, because she thought it was interesting. So anyway, but I was telling her about, how I do lives on Friday nights with my internet friends. So that's pretty awesome. Dottie, I'm glad you joined us. So I'm usually here between 6 and 6:30 on Friday nights right now. And I usually try to warn you guys if I know I'm not going to be around, if I have something that I know that I'm doing. So as far as I know, I'll be here next Friday. The following Friday, though, I will not be here. If I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure I won't be. Yeah, I won't be. So I have a little birthday excursion planned, because Kelly is having a birthday in January. So anyway, all right, you guys, thanks again for joining me. It was so much fun. And oh yeah, I am now going to stay in my scrap room and stay off the internet. I will not buy more Cocoa Vanilla Studio Papers. I will not buy more Cocoa Vanilla Studio Papers. All right, you guys, have evening, and I'll see you back here on Sunday live if you want to see what happens with the December Daily. Bye, everybody.